activity. The solar flares are still small. The southern coronal hole is turning towards the far side, and its solar wind is only about a day or two away. The filaments, as I mentioned, is where the activity is found. They are ripping away from the corona, including an extra small one that came out towards the Earth, but it will pale in comparison to the coronal hole stream coming. We are taking a small one now from the lesser openings out ahead of it. Minor geomagnetic unrest only so far from this one. The next one should bring a geomagnetic storm. Quick look at the sunspots shows their development the last 2 days. They are still a bit shy of developing flare-making complexity, and that's what we're watching for today. 3 noteworthy quakes to report. The first is the largest earthquake in this area in decades. Considerable damage to buildings here, and hopefully there aren't any bigger ones coming. The other 2 notable quakes were in the eastern Pacific, on the west coast of the Americas, Chile and Nicaragua rumbling just offshore with minimal damage. By the way, back to Australia for a moment, as their spring snow is only slightly less weird than the snow that ended the summer in the north. That's Yellowstone there. Roman up next, and at the article link you can find out about how its spectrum of view over a wider area than Hubble should allow for regular discoveries that Hubble just could never pull off. In combination with the LSST and James Webb, the heavens shouldn't be able to hide much longer. Fun wordplay there foreshadows the final story, but we are off to Apple TV's trailer for Finch. I don't plan to see this because Hollywood is terrible at disaster stuff, especially from the sun, but this exists, and yes, we heard about it. Solar flare takes out the world. Benefit of this next paper is the visualizations and the 3D interactive site they've set up so we can pick random nearby clouds and play around with their viewing. Now last but not least, while we wait for the heavens to be revealed with better technology, it turns out you can glean a good bit from common sense, interdisciplinary combinations of information, logic, and math. Short version of the story here is that our universe carries the signature of intelligent design, not randomness. I don't mind one bit telling you that I was agnostic moving towards atheist at 20 years old. Then, I began studying the cosmos, and it became clear that this is not random. This was set up with rules and patterns and obscurity in just the right places. And now I know better.